Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
I'm ready.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Keep those feet moving.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are enjoying the city.
What's on your mind?
Well met.
Finish your business and be on your way.
If you've something to report, take it elsewhere. I'm on watch.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Good day, citizen. Please notify the Steel Watch if you witness.
Something's on my mind.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are having a safe and productive... Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
You're free to explore, within reason.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I need to find a way forward.
Expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining? It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about. All right. No need to kill the mood.
Gods, Nop. You sure can pick 'em.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
As you were, citizen. Greetings, citizen. I trust...
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravenguard. Thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Fine! I'll wait for now. But that prick Gortash is going to pay.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hell's...
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The patriarchs await. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravenguard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Unthinkable. To see my own father named Gortash, the sole ruler of Baldur's Gate. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Reivengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror, the city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Reivengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace. The true Reivengard lurks somewhere in this infected mind, seeking freedom, seeking victory.
Have we finished, then? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Gods. Don't want to imagine what that entails. Maybe there's still time to find her.
Within Reivengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready?
Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
Well, that's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people, the right people.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
Defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate with his life, if need. Although it's been some years since I last donned my armor, we need some minor adjustments around the waist.
I may speak only to my lord. Terribly sorry.
My cousin tells me the Lord of Water have requested a shipment of steel watches to help us.
Bring me a plate of the cold water pike. The cook has prepared no pike today, my lady.
The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this.
Part of the fabric of the city, in their way.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone, and do not return.
How'd Gortash get to be Archduke anyway? I didn't vote for him.
Hell's Hallows. The ceremony's gone on for days, seems like.
Gortash, Ravengard, Portier. They're the same if you ask me. Not that I'd tell Lady Alia.
Kill Orin and do not return.
Here we go.
You can see enough leeches and we're still here.
Pretend I'm a fist.
I don't
and tell
know,
me
dear.
What you were doing in the house.
I don't know.
Well, you're...
All we can do is be patient.
We broke down the door because it...
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
House before the fire started.
Are they going to arrest us?
Oh, break their bloody legs!
What, my friend?
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberise my lines.
He wasn't even hurt.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist.
This is the armory. Not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off. Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. I bloody wasn't. Too busy ordering more of those mechanical monstrosities to tell me. I suppose you can take a look, but make it quick.
My faith will guide me.
Stay sharp, stranger. In these times, all we can trust are the blades in our hands.
Sounded like somebody was...
I don't know, dear. I don't know.
The Flaming Fists don't stand for trouble, so stay out of it, yeah?
Better.
Wanted, Iron Hand Gnomes.
Oh, I can't let it glaze that pizza they are. He wasn't even hurt.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to
Let's
us.
rehearse this one
We'll
more
tell them what happened.
Wanted, Iron Hand Gnomes.
What you were doing in the house.
Well... in the door because it sounded like
I don't
somebody
know,
was
dear.
in trouble.
I don't know.
Inside.
All we can do
The house was on
is be
fire.
patient.
We were ready.
Like somebody was...
What? Oh, what are you doing in here? You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Please, that won't be necessary. I just needed gold. That's all. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. You haven't heard? An army is coming. They're saying it's unstoppable. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. I'm not a soldier. I only joined for the uniform and a warm bed. They're better off without me. I'm scared. All I want is to go home. You shouldn't be in here. This barracks is private. You shouldn't be in here.
Down the door because it
This waiting around. I can't take it.
Are they going to arrest us?
The fire started.
What if they throw us in jail?
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
What my friend means to say is that the witness must have been mistaken.
Oh, I can't let it glaze that pizza they are.
Soldier?
the rest.
On your way. May Lord Gortash provide.
You're too late. It's over.
By Avernus. Floric.
Will, is that you? What curse has befallen you? No matter. The city, the future, it's done. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to older Ravenguard's husk, empty as a stair. Your father's a tadpole's puppet, Will. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I will soon be hanged on the city gallows to a chorus of cheers.
The hell's with that. Nothing is over. Not while I still draw breath.
You felt him. Extraordinary. Maybe what is lost can be found. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
What do you want? You're the one pestering old men in cages. Now scram with your sourpuss. You're disturbing my sitting time. For Balduran's sake, leave an old man in peace.
I'm not paid to chat.
Carry on. My duty is to my lord.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Can't keep me out.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. On I go.
These things have stayed interesting. Very well.
No time for dally.
Let's get going.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Ah, hell's if I know.
Still alive, so that's progress. I should speak up.
In her name.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. Moving ahead.
Let us start a conversation.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's
What if they
rehearse
throw us
this
in
one
jail?
more time.
Can't give up now.
Pretend I'm a fist and tell
Calm
me
down,
what you're
dear.
doing in the
It
house.
Are the gods truly this petty?
No one's stopped me yet. Light on my feet. What's up for discussion?
My faith protects me.
All's well that ends... not as bad as it could have.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. I will travel to the upper city, find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
All right. What now?
Well met.
Copper for your thoughts.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. To the slaughter, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong.
Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Mazora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Mazora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Miss Zora, I'd take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
By order of Lord... to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary...
A gallows? Nooses are for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go wrong?
I'd rather not think of it, 섀도하트.
You could strangle them by accident, use too much rope and break off their legs. And if it goes really badly, you could wrench their heads right off.
What a picture you paint. Quite detailed, quite colourful, quite unnecessary.
Sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Misora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Misora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After all, a deal's a deal. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment. Why the stunned face? You look like you've seen a devil. I am a woman of my word. Go to Gortash's secret prison, and I'll help you spring Will's daddy free. Of course, you could always leave him to rot, but that would make Will's sacrifice worthless, and I know you wouldn't want that. Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head of yours with needless details. Will's a gifted hunter, and Zariel's made her share of enemies in and out of the hells. Devils, demons, deserters. They're a great burden on the Lord of the First. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. The clause still holds. As long as Will doesn't tug on my leash, he'll be stalking only the wickedest prey. It's a win-win. You have the best ideas. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
Twice Mazoras held my feet to the fire, and twice was I burnt. But my father will live. We will return the Grand Duke to his people, and forever a devil's leash will choke me. Sometimes, Fate closes a door for good. The bolt is fastened, the key is destroyed, and the wish is forever locked away. The hells will take my soul. I'll make my peace with it. I have once already, after all. Besides, there's no time to wallow in self-pity. More than anything, I'm elated that there's hope yet for my father. We should hurry to this mystery prison and retrieve my father before Mazora tries pulling more tricks. Gortash is the Black Lord's thrall. A liar, a tyrant. He'd sooner have our heads than share his domain. His anger is inevitable. I didn't sign this pact just to let my father rot in Gortash's prison. This prison's in the lower city. Let's move. We will knock him out if we need to, or restrain.
Your skull vibrates in concord with the astral prism.
Bring me to your Duke. I will shield him, as I shield you.
Why would you do that?
Better to bring him into the fold than to leave you distracted by regret.
Well then, I'm not about to say no. What else is on your mind? I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. All right, what else is on your mind?
It can't have been easy for Will to resign himself to the pact. But I'm glad he chose his father.
That preening vulture seems intent on haunting our camp. I suppose we shall find out if her kind sleep, and how heavily. Will is a good man. And that is exactly what his devil will use to bind him, in as many ways as she knows how. A man might twist himself into something else just to escape that collar. But I have no such fears for the blade. Chuk! The devil Mazora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
I can't believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For a father he fell out with ages ago. There's such a thing as being too good. Someone ought to tell Will Ravengard.
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. Will's father owes him gratitude. I hope for his sake Ravengard is gracious enough to offer it, given how much it cost.
Will gave up freedom to save his father. I will never understand people like that.
I brought my own pairing.
Now hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers play so bright.
glad to have an ally.
Yes?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Come for a chat?
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while. Very serious of you. I thought you'd never ask.